Now, of course, our big focus counting down to the final phase of Lok Sabha polls, the ultimate phase of what has been a long, drawn-out electoral battle across the country. And this particular phase is extremely crucial. Key seats going to polls from UP, Bihar, Bengal, Odisha, of course, Punjab and Himachal are the big focus areas. The Prime Minister is eyeing a third term, a record term, and a record win from Akashi as well. Our reporters are fanned across the length and breadth of the country. Tanish Punjabi is joining us from Banaras. Tanima is with us as well from Kolkata. Gurpreet is joining us as well. He'll decode the battle for Punjab and Himachal Pradesh for us. Tanima, going across to you first. You are in the heart of what many would call the TMC's traditional stronghold. What is the mood on the ground ahead of the big polling day tomorrow?
Right, Vedant, this is Kolkata, which is of course, the capital of the state and known stronghold, as you said, a bastion of TMC for many, many years now. They have, in fact, managed to maintain their stronghold in the past two elections also that we have seen over here, both the Assembly as well as the Lok Sabha elections in 2019 and the recent Assembly elections in 2021. What we have in fact gathered while talking to the people over here as well as experts and even some of our sources in the political parties, largely what we can see is that Kolkata is a stronghold of TMC. They are not expecting much of a surprise in at least two of the constituencies over here, which happens to be Jadavpur as well as the South Kolkata. Jadavpur, in fact, has been seen largely as a left versus TMC fight more than a BJP, a triangular contest between BJP, TMC and the left. But it is a North Kolkata constituency. Out of the three constituencies in Kolkata, it's the North Kolkata one which is seen as a keen contest over there because the BJP candidate over there is a recent turncoat from TMC. He joined BJP only earlier this month because of internal differences between the incumbent MP over there, Sudeep Bandyopadhyay, and because of that reason, he has in fact decamped to the BJP and is now in fact facing Sudeep in that particular seat. But even if we talk about the surrounding constituencies, whether we look at Diamond Harbour or Dum Dum, they are also known as TMC bastions. Those are the seats which TMC is still confident in retaining. But if we look at the larger point of view in terms of BJP trying to increase its vote share, which is what we have seen them doing very successfully in the past two elections as well, that they have managed to gather a large number of voters because of the growing non-Bengali vote base over here, the non-Bengali people who have made Kolkata their hometown. They are the ones that we seem to be speaking to, even in Bhawanipur, which is known as Mamta's turf. You know, she is, of course, the MLA from there, from Bhawanipur. She will be casting her vote from that seat tomorrow, as from that area rather, tomorrow as well. But even in Bhawanipur, if you talk about that particular area, there is a growing non-Bengali population over there who will say that they would probably prefer to see a change in Bengal, a slowly growing change. This is, of course, not a vote for the state. This is a vote for putting somebody at the center. But if we see that contest is, of course, there alive in Kolkata, and that is something which could be something that the BJP is betting on. Vedant.
Absolutely, Tanima, and great to see, you know, those iconic ambassador taxis there behind you as you report from Victoria Memorial. Thanks very much for that. Tanish Punjabi is also with us. Tanish, you know, you've been in Banaras for the past couple of days. Banaras is certainly the most keenly watched constituency in this particular phase. What is it that you sense on the ground? I mean, of course, you've been reporting on how Varanasi has changed in the past 10 years, but do you see some sort of a fight at all with Congress's Ajay Rai yet again up against the Prime Minister?
Well, you know, as you rightly said, Vedant, the Battle of Banaras is going to be the most interesting battle here in Uttar Pradesh, as, of course, because Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself is contesting from here for the third time. But we must also not forget that Banaras, Varanasi और Kashi has been a BJP turf for the longest time. Before Prime Minister Narendra Modi contested from here, it was Murli Manohar Joshi who was the member of parliament, and it has seen a lot of BJP stalwarts becoming member of parliament from here. So Varanasi has always been a BJP stronghold. It was first in 2014 that first Prime Minister Narendra Modi contested from here. The vote share was around 53%. Then it rose to 63%, and this time he's of course, he and the BJP machinery over here is of course eyeing a record margin this time. But the India bloc has also tried to give a very tough fight for the BJP. For the BJP, the winning is a foregone conclusion. What they want is a record victory this time. But talking about the India bloc, they have also tried to give a very tough fight. We saw Priyanka Gandhi and Dimple Yadav holding a roadshow together, and then Akhilesh Yadav and Rahul Gandhi holding a public meeting together. So of course the India bloc has also went all guns blazing if we talk about Varanasi. But talking about the voters' mood here, for a lot of them, for a lot of them, it is just not about choosing a member of parliament. It is about that they are choosing the prime minister for this constituency, and this is what they take pride in. A lot of voters think we are just not choosing a member of parliament, but choosing the prime minister from this constituency. But at the same point of time, what I sense is that issues like inflation, unemployment, all these still matter to people a lot. Even in fact they are voting for the ruling government, these issues like inflation, unemployment, all these issues still matter to people.
Absolutely, Tanish. That's an interesting point you're making there. While there is this sort of overwhelming support for the Prime Minister there in Varanasi that you sense on the ground, unemployment, joblessness, these are still big issues. Thanks very much for that, Tanish. Going across to you now, Gurpreet. Punjab is going to be a big focus area as far as this particular phase is concerned. It's a multi-cornered fight in Punjab. While, of course, the India Bloc Alliance couldn't go through, the Congress-AAP alliance, the BJP also this time going it alone, its alliance with the Akalis, didn't go through. What sort of a fight are you sensing on the ground? What are the key battles in Punjab this time around?
Well, yes, that is one of the reasons why there in Punjab four corner contest is being noticed in each and every constituency. Total 13 Lok Sabha constituencies where this contest is happening, and specifically if we can talk about the constituency wise, we have seen Jalandhar, we have seen the Congress party had put a whole weight behind the former Chief Minister of Punjab, Charanjit Singh Channi, and he is contesting election from there. And if we can talk about Patiala, we have seen Maharani Praneeth Kaur. She has been elected as a member parliament from the Congress party, and first time she is trying to test the water from the BJP as a candidate. At the same time, Bathinda constituency, that is also one of the important constituencies for Shiromani Akali Dal. We have seen former Union Minister Harsimrat Kaur Badal, she is contesting election from there, and it's a survival or revival of Shiromani Akali Dal, and they have put everything on the stake in Bathinda constituency because that seat matters a lot for the future of Shiromani Akali Dal. At the same time, we have seen Aam Aadmi Party, they have been saying that it's the litmus test for the state governance because for the last 2.5 years, Aam Aadmi Party has been claiming that they have done a lot of development, and the free electricity which has been provided by Aam Aadmi Party, that will show how much result they are taking from the people of Punjab and what type of mandate they are getting from there. And if we can talk about the BJP party, we have seen the first time the BJP has done an experiment by contesting all the 13 Lok Sabha seats in all over Punjab, and we have seen for the last so many days Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he held a rally in favor of Maharani Praneeth Kaur in Patiala, Jalandhar, Gurdaspur, and recently yesterday he held a rally in Hoshiarpur. Earlier we have seen Gurdaspur and Hoshiarpur was a bastion of BJP, but that time it was alliance between Shiromani Akali Dal and BJP. So let's see that Prime Minister rally will really help and impactful for this constituency to change these crowd into votes or not. That will be clear once they are going to the result will be out. And one more constituency which I want to discuss, that is Ludhiana constituency. We have seen the turncoat from Congress, Ravneet Bittu. He is contesting election from BJP. At the same time, opposite to him, we have seen the Congress chief Amarinder Singh Rajavading. So high stake battle is also going on in Ludhiana, and BJP is trying to woo the urban voters in Ludhiana, and they are quite hopeful they will be able to get a more positive response from this constituency. But that will be clear once the result will be out. And if we can talk about Congress and Aam Aadmi Party alliance, if we can come to Chandigarh, from Chandigarh to a 20-kilometer away, there is no alliance which has been forced between Aam Aadmi Party and Congress, and that is also one of the interesting aspect for the people of Punjab and how they are going to take this India Bloc alliance, because one side they feel in national capital as well as in Chandigarh they had forced the alliance, and the other hand we have seen in Punjab they are criticizing each and other and they are attacking each and other. So let's wait for the results, and after that there will be proper analysis. But in Chandigarh, if we can talk about the fight between the battle between Manish Tiwari, former minister, as well as the Sanjay Tandon, we have seen
Ludhiana and Chandigarh, certainly the two major constituencies there, Gurpreet. And as you're reporting, a multi-cornered fight with the BJP also going solo this time in Punjab. Thanks very much for joining us with that.